This is probably my 15th team photo. I have a few pictures hanging in our photo workroom, and the first big one that's up there is the 2019 Super Bowl team. And when you look at that a couple years later, it's like how many new people are on that roster that went ahead and built, the next team.
You're heading over to those chairs over there, guys. We'll get you set down.
Josh, over here. Go over there, Josh.
There we go. You keep that core together, and you keep refilling anybody that leaves. Just keep trying to keep the high quality player in. If it's their first one, it's like, they made it.
And 1-2, right there, and 1-2. Perfect.
They finally made it to that team photo, and they're really part of the team. They become part of that collective group of guys, that family, as we like to say. They're pictured in here for history.
All right, everybody up tall, looking right up here.
It's kind of like this crescendo effect. There's this energy that's created when big plays happen.
It's tricky because, it really can go to anybody's favor. I try not to really rely on it, but it has been tough at times, obviously when you don't have the fortune of it being on your side.
If you just watch a game, if you feel the crowd, you feel momentum turning, you realize that it's real. You can feel it, and unfortunately, it doesn't always go your way.
3 seconds to go in the game. Chiefs down 31-28. Mahomes setting everybody he can vertically. And now he's going to launch it. Deep down the right side of the field in a Hail Mary attempt. It's incomplete. Game over. Jacksonville wins.
I guess you could almost describe momentum as like water behind a dam, and it finally breaks through. You feel like everything's rolling, everything's going the way you want it to, you're flowing, you're moving. Momentum can be tricky though, because it swings so much. The water behind the dam could get dammed up again, and it stops, and you go the other way, and now it's not really in your favor. So it's a tricky thing, but when you have momentum, it's a different feeling. You feel like you're unstoppable.
Is it going to be 3 and out, or will there be a first down? 3 and out. Tranquill all over him. That's why I say this guy's been playing great football.
We felt like we had that in the first quarter. Like we were able to go out there, get a 3 and out, and get it to the best player in the world, and our offense is able to go do their thing. And so whenever you can get a 3 and out on the away team's field, that's a huge tone setter.
Mahomes to his right. He's got his man. That's Kelsey. Touchdown.
The energy was high. I remember specifically when we get that goal line stand and Nick punches that ball out.
Ball's inside the 1, 4th and goal. That ball's knocked out. Kansas City's got it.
And it's like they're going to review, and it felt like this thing, like, oh, could this one fall, not in our favor?
And they're looking to make sure he didn't get it over before it got knocked out.
Maybe it is a touchdown.
I just remember watching on the Jumbotron in Jacksonville, just like, I hope he fumbled it. Like, I hope it's our ball.
It's a close one. I don't think he got it, though.
But they finna change the call.
We didn't have control of it. We didn't have control of it. Hold on, we might need to be ready for it.
Nick clearly punched the ball out, and that was such a big play for us to get that stop. That's a huge, momentum swinger.
I knew it was a quarterback sneak. They should have torpedoed it. It was an obvious quarterback sneak.
Once you realize that's all right, let's go. We're back on offense. Let's go get a drive going.
You guys are both out there?
Here's Hunt able to break loose. He's got Wingard to beat and out of bounds after a big gain with a ball near their own end zone.
It's open.
And now it just opens everything up on one run, getting the ball almost out to midfield. Here's Worthy looking for blocks. On 2nd down and 5, here's a spinning catch by Hollywood Brown. Broke 2 tackles, gets a first down. Armstead is there, but not before Hollywood Brown has a strong catch and run of 16.
Just felt like offensively, which I can speak to, we were doing some really good things and felt like we were in rhythm a lot of times.
Worthy in motion. Mahomes spins around and is well protected. And now throws wide open as Thornton. Out of bounds near the 10. Another big night for Thornton already. Mahomes keeps, goes, touchdown Kansas City. And the Chiefs offense is picking up right where they left off against the Ravens last Sunday.
Nick Bolton punches that ball out at the goal line, and then the Chiefs go 97 yards in 5 plays, and it ends with Mahomes running into the end zone for a touchdown. The Chiefs have all the momentum in the world. They're going to run away with the game, right? Up 14-0. Well, then when the Jags go down the field, a couple penalties against the Chiefs, you start feeling the momentum building on the Jags side.
All right, we're good.
Lawrence keeps, airs it, Patrick off his hands, and somehow not intercepted.
It was like the ball got tipped up in the air and I kind of jumped and Nick had jumped. Nick's got his hands right there and then I kind of flash in his eyes and it distracts him a little bit and the ball's in the air. You're like, oh gosh, wish we would have had that.
They score a touchdown, leads to 21 unanswered points. The Chiefs go all the way down the field, drive to the 3-yard line. They're about to score and take the lead again. And you kind of feel the momentum building on the Chiefs side. Well, when Devin Lloyd picks off Mahomes and goes 99 yards the other way, you can feel the momentum at that point. It's pretty obvious. It's all going in the Jags' favor.
I mean, momentum to me would be this feeling that like you're doing well, and then all of a sudden it's this feeling of like scrambling or, oh no, something happened that we weren't anticipating. And I think it's the idea that in pro sports you can never get complacent. It doesn't matter if you're up 14-0, it doesn't matter if you're tied in a tie ball game. You can never get too complacent because things can switch on a dime.
To the Chiefs' credit, they fought back in that game. It'd be very easy to kind of wilt when you're on the road. It's Monday Night Football, and for Jacksonville, I mean, this is their first primetime game in a long time. The crowd wants nothing more than to create that momentum. The Chiefs found a way to get back into it. Trent McDuffie picks off Trevor Lawrence, momentum going back the Chiefs' way. The Chiefs score. And at the end, the Jags get a field goal, and we feel like we've seen this story written 100 times where, okay, there's 8 minutes left. The Chiefs are going to drive down, score, and win this game. And to their credit, they did. Just a few minutes left for Jacksonville, and unfortunately, we saw the momentum shift one more time.
It was definitely tough when I first got here, not harboring on like the bad plays and just sitting there and thinking about it and just being able to just release, man, because you have a million more plays you got to do. And if you are sitting there thinking about a play that previously happened that you have no ability to affect or change, you're not going to be focused in the present and how you have to be better for your job and how you're going to execute your block and how you're going to be the best player you can be for this team. So it's just it's a learned practice. It's something that's definitely difficult in life. I think football has taught me so much that no matter how bad things look, how bleak it looks, there's always a possibility or something happening in your favor and you be successful. You can never be too down on yourself.
we have the track record here and the players here, the coaches here that have dealt with this kind of adversity before. It's really easy to look at the Chiefs winning 9 straight division titles, going to 7 straight AFC championship games, 5 Super Bowls in 6 years and winning 3 of them, and saying, well, they just probably rolled to all of those. Not the case. There's been like flashpoints and moments of adversity in all these seasons. In 2023, the last time the Chiefs won the Super Bowl, they were 9-6 at one point that year. Well, they figured it out eventually, went on to win the Super Bowl in one of the most improbable, incredible playoff runs ever. So there's a lot of season left, and we have the guys in this building that have dealt with these kind of things before and experienced them and overcome them. This is one of those things where I think when the story of the Chiefs is finally told in terms of this dynasty of this team, you'll look back on adverse moments like this and say, despite all those things going wrong to start the year, they still find a way to reach their goals in the end.
We are currently making dinner in the Remigio household. We're having some steak, some kimchi fried rice.
Yeah. We like eating at home. We rarely eat out, actually, but we just love being home. We're homebodies, big introverts, like being in our own space.
We have put together a house here
That make us feel so comfortable that we don't want to leave the house. That's what it really is. And then we go somewhere else and we're like, bring me back home.
Let me check on this. Why is it smoking? So typically, we like to just use either ghee or tallow as the base or as the cooking oil. I grew up Filipino. A lot of family parties. I've got a pretty big family. My Lola, or my grandma, she has like, I want to say 23 siblings or something crazy like that. And she's like one of the youngest. And then my Lolo has like 8 or 9 siblings as well. So, you know, from there you can kind of see how that family tree falls. And I didn't even include all of our extended family, you know, everybody else that's out there. So a lot of food. My wife and I, we both love Asian food, and she loves cooking Asian food. So it definitely just makes us feel like home, even though, you know, we're so far from home. Being able to come home and have home-cooked meals with flavors that I grew up on, and food that was just so familiar and really close to home for me, it's really just a true testament to the impact that food has in our lives, and home is never too far away from us. You know, growing up, there weren't really any Filipinos in the NFL that I looked up to. So to be able to be in this position and have this platform, for one, is just such a blessing and such a privilege to be able to be here and represent a whole community, my whole community. I don't take it lightly at all. You know, my story has always revolved around being an underdog and kind of having to just grit through and fight for every opportunity that I could get. And really, that's the story of Filipinos, you know what I mean? And I think to be able to represent that in the NFL for the whole world to see, you know, I just feel so proud to be Filipino and to be able to represent them. What's up, boy? No, don't sit. Trying to sit like a good boy, this guy. That's the one thing with these guys. Because they grew up on the streets, they're like professional beggars. Huh? What? No, you cannot. All right, fine. Only because the camera's here. Leave it. Leave it. Leave it. Oh, cool. Okay, go.
This Pomeranian is not trained.
How cool. Okay. This guy.
Come on, dig in.
Dear Lord, we just want to thank you for the love, the protection that you have filled in our household. We just ask that you continue to watch over us, continue to protect us, continue to guide us, and fill this household with love. We ask that you bless this food, and it's in your name that we pray.
Amen.
Amen.
Thanks for cooking the steak.
Yeah, baby. Thanks for cooking every meal in this household.
I also want to point out that, like, this is really special. So we, at the Chiefs, we have only ever had one set in our organization ever. This is the first time in 10 years that we've ever replaced it. It is going to be hard. It is a challenge. But no, like, you're a part of being able to make this huge impact on Chiefs Kingdom, on what people get excited about. And I think that's really special. And just know we appreciate that. We see that. So thank you.
If you want to have boxes out here like we've had for the last 10 years, it's a lot easier to move those things around. But if you want to be creative and create impact for the team, and I think that's what Chris and I have been working towards probably for 6 years.
The last set we had, or the one that we're transitioning out of, we've had for 10 years. It has done us great. It was honestly the first big build set we ever did. Part of it was that, like, they were boxes. They were connected to each other. You can't take, like, one piece of it and make something at halftime or anything like that. So I think part of the new set was that I wanted it to be modular, so that if we want to use one piece, two piece, three pieces of it, it can be part of the brand and not just a game day piece.
The whole point is to have the full visual of Chiefs Kingdom with the guy in the middle and all three of the arrowheads.
Okay.
Like, that's the money shot. I feel better doing this up here and getting everyone kind of in the groove of it up here and then going down to the field.
We designed these bobsled style handles that actually remove. And so there's going to be one person on each corner of every cart. We roll everything out. We'll align Kingdom down the sideline, and then we'll align Chiefs in the end zone. And then they will have to back out the largest arrowhead to the smallest arrowhead, and they'll back each of them out, and then they'll come together so that they can match in the center. And there's a ball and a socket that come together. They don't actually hook, but just to align and make sure they're good.
But for them to come out and see them in Chiefs Kingdom. So this is the right placement. This is what we're going to work off of.
Are they going to do a little cryo test?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, we are.
Okay.
Working on all the pieces.
Arrowhead at night, for some reason, feels like a little extra juice. And I think our players love that, and they feed off of that.
The Sunday night football game here at G.E.H.A Field at Arrowhead Stadium is arguably the biggest in the NFL in Week 6. Chiefs 2-3. They're slated against the Detroit Lions at 4-1.
Night games are fun because we get to dump a lot more into them. We can turn off the lights. Before they run out on the field, like, we want to give them the home field advantage, the hype.
You already know what to do. You already know what to do.
Sunday night football is just something like you can't even describe. Just the crowd, the energy, I love it. See, I'm a quiet guy, but it's like on the field, you know, it's showtime.
Fourth and goal. Half yard to go. And Goff out of there, direct snap, throw to Goff, who gets it and scores a touchdown.
And they're trying to figure out if this one is allowed or not.
Illegal motion. Offense, number 16.
You know, people look at momentum as like that energy on their side. That's all it is energy.
The play clock is still running down here, and they might just get a delay of game at this point.
Energy is contagious. My coaches can feel it. My teammates can feel it.
Here we go. Our turn. Our turn.
They're going to try to settle for a field goal. And the field goal is good.
I like this.
They kick a field goal. We got the ball, march down. All right, y'all, like, let's put on the show. Let's show who could be the best offense.
Kelce in motion, 2nd and 9. Kelce's got it for the first time tonight. His turn upfield to the 47-yard line. Great start for Kelce. A gain of 16. First down, KC.
You know, we was clicking that first drive. Juju, long catch.
And there's Mahomes. Look for another one of those. Covered, comes back to the middle. There goes Juju. Smith-Schuster inside the 30 to the 24-yard line. Big chunks, quick moving Chiefs offense, gain of 30.
Yeah, we click.
Mahomes, he sees everything, but to get Pacheco going early, that is one of the big goals for the Chiefs tonight.
Pacheco running left with Noah Gray blocking. Isaiah Pacheco, first down, out of bounds, around the 13-yard line. And they'll go. Mahomes got it for Worthy. Touchdown, Kansas City.
I think that Jaguars game is, we came out on fire. Everyone, high-fiving, the energy's high, the vibe is high, till, a play doesn't go our way, and it's kind of smiles get wiped off your face, energy goes down a little bit, and, people could call that momentum. But, when things didn't go right versus the Lions game.
3rd and 3. Goff in the middle, fires. Jamison Williams bouncing off tackles into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Shamo to the house.
No energy change. It was more so a fire.
Keep bringing that juice, fellas. I love it. I love it. I love it. Man, I love it. Tally, right back on it. Right back on it.
When I come in motion, immediately I see 2 people running with Taquan. And so now it's just me and Xavier. And I'm looking at the safety, he's gonna choose me or him. He chose Xavier. So at that point, when I look back, I see Pat, he's finna get hit. And I'm like, oh no, like I'm wide open. He spins out of the hit, sees me, throws me the ball. See that play? I was wide open for a long time.
4th and a yard, and he and the Chiefs going for it here. Doing it out of the gun, rolling right. Mahomes puts it up, and it's incomplete. It's broken up.
We stalled out a drive. Then they get the ball back. They go down, throw a slant to Amon-Ra. He don't convert on 4th. We get the ball back. Coach give us 2 plays to call before the 2-minute warning. Pat throws me a good ball. And that kind of got us going to get points.
Mahomes keeps it, scores it, touchdown.
Then we get the ball back.
The Chiefs on the move in the red zone. Play 7 of this drive. Mahomes fake right, Kareem Hunt to the left, to the 9. 1st and goal, Kansas City. And it's been a terrific drive out
out of the locker room for KC.
At the time, I didn't even know like we were gonna call it. We in the huddle, Pat calls it. He was like, ball security, get in there. My baseline was touchdown for that play, so I had to get in the end zone.
First and goal. Hollywood Brown in motion. He's got on the pop pass. Hollywood Brown to the end zone. Touchdown, KC.
Great blocking. It was a great time to call that play, by the coaches as well. I think we caught them off guard with that. Fourth quarter, man, all we could think was finish. Defense was playing lights out. That drive, Pat and Kelsey, they make it crazy. They were just insane, making plays. We lined up. I asked Juju, I said, what's the play?
What I got?
And he tells me what I got, and I'm like, okay. And now I'm looking at the defense, and I'm like, man, they in man coverage. Coming across the field, I'm seeing defenders run with Kelsey, and I just put my eyes back.
Searching, cuts across with a touchdown to Hollywood Brown for the second time.
We never changed our attitude. We never changed how we felt out there. This game is a game of it can go your way, it can't go your way. Energy got to stay high, not only for yourself, but, for your teammate. Energy is contagious.